Hello and welcome. It's the time of the year in which we do the market forecast for 2024. 2023 was an exceptional year for real estate in Spain, and especially as far as the foreign buyers and investors are concerned. So, what is it going to happen in 2024? I have studied a lot of market predictions for this year, and I have put together this video in which I will give you a clear summary of the market forecast as far as four important elements are concerned. 1. A general overview of the market. 2. Prices. 3. Mortgages. And 4. Rentals. Rentals meaning buy to let, so investing in rental properties. At the end of this video, you will have a very clear picture of what is going to happen in the real estate market in Spain in 2024. Stay here until the end, because at the end we will look at the trends for the real estate market in 2024 and beyond. I am Daniela Gnecchi, the Real Estate Bee, and in this channel you will learn everything you need to know to successfully invest as a foreigner in Spain. Remember, knowledge is power. So, let's start. Let's start with a quick review of 2023. 2023 was strongly characterized by the huge increase in the mortgage rates everywhere in Europe and in the world. This led, at the European level, to a 62% decrease in the number of transactions compared to 2022, and 55% decrease compared to the average of the previous 5 years. 2023 was also the year that confirmed Spain as the best country in the world for quality of life, voted by a representative sample of expats, and excellent quality of elements such as healthcare, education, infrastructures, leisure, all elements that contribute to the high quality of life. It was also the year in which the purchase by foreigners beat all previous records in history. There are provinces like the province of Alicante where 40% of the properties were sold to foreigners, almost half. Now, about the demand for properties, we have seen a continuous increase in the demand for properties in the big cities, in the main cities, but also a growing demand in the suburbs, in the smaller towns, which makes sense because it's where prices are lower and where especially the locals buy most. Also, the number of transactions, the total number of transactions in 2023 was around 600,000. If we look at the comparison with 2022, we see a slight decrease of around 8-10%. But this is misleading because 2022 was the first year in which the real estate market completely recovered from all the travel restrictions of 2020 and good part of 2021. So in 2020 and 2021, the international market literally disappeared. But it recovered in 2022, so that's why the numbers of 2022 are a bit inflated. However, if we compare the result of 2023 with 2019, the increase is very high. It's 19% more, which makes 2023 one of the most successful years in history. Now, for 2024, we have two very important situations. One, the reactivation of demand of buyers who could not get a mortgage because the rates were too high, but with the decline in rates, which is something that we are going to discuss a bit later, they will be able to buy. So this will increase demand. And these will add up to the already very, very strong demand for properties in Spain, and especially for newly built properties. What is the most important aspect that investors should keep very well in mind? In Spain, the demand for properties is much higher than the available offer. Consider that out of these 600 transactions per year, in the past years, an average of 100,000 were newly built. In 2023, it was around 80,000 newly built, and the forecast for 2024 is around 60,000 newly built. There isn't enough offer to satisfy the demand for new properties. This is the reason why prices keep increasing, and the reason why Spain has not been affected by the crisis that was caused by the strong increase in mortgage prices. And investing in a newly built property is the secret if you want to make a very good operation in terms of equity, or possibly also buy to let. Invest in newly built. The sooner, the better. Now, moving on to prices. In 2023, the average increase in prices, in real estate prices in Spain, was 7%. Of course, 7% is the average between new development and second-hand housing. This increase is strongly driven by new development, because the average price of new developments increased by 5.1%. On average, again, in the big cities or in the areas where the demand is higher, they increased more. For example, in Madrid, they increased by 6.3%, and in Malaga by 7.2% increase in new development prices, which means that if you buy at the beginning of the construction, just by the end of the construction, price has already increased a lot. And I see it because I work with a lot of promoters, and I see how they increase the prices throughout the construction. So stay connected with me, because I will inform you about the start of new developments, which is when you can buy at the best price. Prices will continue to increase throughout all 2024 and further, and this shows how healthy the real estate market is. I made some videos about price update, market update. It's in my market update playlist. You can find them. The prices have been growing in Spain for 37 quarters in a row. And this shows how steady the growth of the real estate market is, how strong and resilient. Now, as far as mortgages are concerned, the number of mortgages signed in Spain in 2023 decreased by 25%. Which is not a surprise considering how much the rates went up. However, it is still possible to get a decent mortgage in Spain. I am actually in the process of getting a mortgage from my bank. I am an investor, I'm investing in properties, and I am signing this week a mortgage with a rate of 2.95%. So 2.95, considering the current situation, is still an interesting rate, fixed for the first year and then variable renegotiable for the following years. And this is the start type of mortgage that now banks are offering, fixed for this year, and then we'll see. The forecast says that we should start seeing a decrease in the rates from spring or early summer at the latest. So between the spring and June at the latest, we should see the rates starting to decrease. The Euribor should decrease too. It's a bit more difficult to predict, but all the experts agree that by the end of the year, the rates will decrease, and for sure that these spikes in rates is over. The number of mortgages signed in 2024 is not expected to grow a lot, but for 2025, yes, it is expected to increase consistently. If you are in a position of starting to purchase a property in 2024, and if you want to look for a possible mortgage, write something in the comments, send me a message, because I can help you find the best possible mortgage for your operation. And remember that the sooner you invest, especially in new developments, the more money you will make in equity. It is important to notice that around 50% of the transactions happen without mortgage. This is one of the main differences between the local market and international markets, because Spaniards very, very rarely buy a property without a mortgage, because they can get high mortgages of around 80% of the price of the property, while a lot of foreigners buy without mortgage, because the average prices are affordable in Spain, so a lot of foreigners can buy without a mortgage. And this is one of the reasons why the market in Spain was less affected by the increase in the mortgage rates. And let's talk now about rentals. You may have heard of this Ley de la Vivienda, the housing law, that was introduced by the Spanish government in May 2023, with the objective of reducing the rental prices, increase the offer of rental properties, and help the vulnerable families to access the rental market. So let's look at the effects of this law after the first 7 months, shall we? Rental prices went up 10% on average. On the other hand, the offer, the supply of rental houses went down 12%, again on average, with around 26% less offer in Madrid, 23% less in Malaga, which means that 1/4 of the supply of the rental housing gone, and there was a major shift towards other types of rentals, such as tourist rental, medium-term rental especially, or new forms of rental, such as the new co-living. So, well done to our politicians for this great achievement that we had seen coming very clearly, everyone had except them. And in 2024, nothing will change. Things will keep going along this line. Now, be very careful to what I'm saying now. This law and what we are talking about when we talk about rental prices and the effects of this law, what it affected, refers to long-term rental. So the minimum 5 years of rent. Now, this is not what I recommend you to do as investors. stay away from long-term rental. There are other forms of rentals, and I will talk about it in detail, that are much easier and much more profitable, such as medium-term rental or tourist rental that are not affected by this law. However, what is affected is the increase in rental prices. Already medium-term rental is higher than long-term rental. If you rent a property medium-term, which means between 2 and 11 months, you can ask for more money than what you can ask for a property that is rented long-term. So if the long-term rental increases, automatically also the medium-term rental increases. So as investors, this is very good, because any buy-to-let investment is going to be even more profitable in 2024 than it was, and it was already very profitable. This is what I am doing and many of my clients are doing in 2023. What more happened in the rental market? There was a huge increase in seasonal rental, which is medium-term rental. There was a considerable increase in tourist rental too, that went up 9.2% in 2023. And depending on where your property is, it can be more interesting to do tourist rental or medium-term rental or both. It has become extremely difficult for young people to purchase a property, so they rent, and this increases the demand for rent, and we know that the offer went down thanks to the housing law. The rental prices long term are expected to increase by 13.5% in 2024. Now, as we said, if the long-term prices increase, the medium-term rental prices increase too. So, very, very, very good moment to invest in a buy-to-let operation, because not only you gain equity because prices are going up, but you also get more money as your rental business. This leads us to the final part of this video, which is looking at the trends for 2024 and very probably beyond. What are these trends? Well, first, as we have seen, economical stability is expected to last. The employment is increasing, tourist is ever increasing in Spain, so the economical situation is good. The decrease in mortgage rates, so it will be cheaper to get a mortgage. It's already not too bad compared to other countries, but it will be easier and cheaper to get a very good mortgage, and this will also reactivate the demand of those buyers who could not buy in 2023 or did not want to buy in 2023. Limited offer. This is the main factor of why the real estate market in Spain is so attractive to investors. If you manage to snatch one of the new development properties in the first stages of construction, when their price is lowest, then you have done a great purchase, because prices will keep going up steadily for years, so your equity will increase. If you decide to rent the property, the rental will pay your mortgage. If you decide to buy with a mortgage, because we have seen that rentals will considerably increase, all types of rental. And last but not least, the international market. Spain offers countless advantages to people who want to relocate or to spend some time in the country. I have a series of videos about why invest in Spain that summarizes a lot of advantages that Spain offers that go well beyond what is well known, such as quality of life, very good healthcare system. There are also other important aspects related also to relocating your company, to tax benefits, to the resident visas, and also the number of foreigners who already live in Spain and buy other properties in Spain keep growing. And this is a proof that when foreigners come to Spain, they stay. I am a foreigner, I've been here for 12 years, so it's much more than what I lived than the time I spent in other countries, except mine. But this shows that what the country promises, then it delivers. So, to sum up, end of our video. Is it a good year for you to invest? Yes, yes, yes. It is the perfect year whether you want a property for yourself or you want to start building a passive income and create your property empire. It is the best year. I hope you have found this video interesting. If you did, please give me a like because it means a lot to me, and subscribe to the video because throughout the year I'm going to work with you and for you to help you find the ideal property. If it's your dream to buy a property in Spain, your dream property, or your perfect investment. If you have questions, please put them in a comment, and I thank you so much for being with me today, for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Remember, the more you know, the better your operation is going to be and the more money you are going to earn by investing in Spain. Knowledge is power. I'll see you very soon.